Iron Crown is the coolest Pokemon in OU. It isn't just cool though, it's actually pretty good. There are a few different factors involved with its success, but in order to actually understand how its set of tools come together, it's important to first look at its fundamentals. At a cursory glance, we see a very Heatran-esque build. Excellent mixed bulk, incredible special attack, solid speed, and a promising set of steel-based resistances. However, unlike Heatran, Iron Crown trades a bit of firepower, in the literal sense, for a meaningful bump to its speed, letting it get the jump with some major threats like Kyurem and Landorus Theory. On paper, this stat spread is already really promising. If you assumed that this gave Iron Crown room to play around with its sets, you would be correct. Especially because of Fourth Drive, Iron Crown can easily play with its investment in a booster energy to ramp up its speed on entry and leverage setup, or it could boost its special attack to lean into a more explosive win condition. Although it really sucks that it doesn't learn Stealth Rock, Iron Crown makes up for it by having access to some really important tools. It has access to the moves you would want of it, such as Focus Blast to hit the Steel types that wall its stab combination, Stored Power for dedicated setup, and Setup and Calm Mind itself. With these qualities, Iron Crown has the makings for a brutal setup sweep, using its weirdly optimal stat spread in tandem with Fourth Drive and/or your choice between Iron Defense and Agility to become one of the tier's most potent and customizable setup sweepers. If it were just this, Iron Crown would hold a pretty respectable niche, but nothing spectacular. However, Iron Crown has two really meaningful options that really propel it into a true OU presence, and are the key to what makes it so cool. These moves are Tachyon Cutter and Volt Switch. Tachyon Cutter is Iron Crown's signature move, and has the unique property of hitting twice at 50 base power per hit. Because of Iron Crown's ability to outspeed Lamora, Tachyon Cutter is as much of an anti-Bolt move as they come, breaking open Focus Sash variants, hitting past Dragonite's multiscale, and efficiently removing Pokemon like Ribombee on entry. Aside from this, Tachyon Cutter is a really strong and reliable stab move, hitting effectively as hard as a stab Earthquake, and forcing respect from neutral targets thanks to its high special attack. This move alone is pretty major to its game plan regardless of the set you run, since it has no immunities, making it pretty hard to exploit. As for Volt Switch, this one might be a bit more perplexing if you aren't too familiar with Iron Crown. Volt Switch is a commonly seen move, but highly unique as an option for non-electric types, propelling it into a rather uncommon position of being a coverage move. However, this works heavily in Iron Crown's favor. Because of this, Iron Crown can not only exert pressure into switch-ins like Hisui and Samurott, but it can also pivot out against Kingambit and Bengo, while dealing decent chip damage with its high special attack. This in tandem with Future Sight and/or Psychic Noise can let it don the role of a capable offensive pivot that can aid its teammates in wall breaking while always having incredible defensive utility by virtue of its raw mixed bulk and resistances. As such, Iron Crown is often seen wearing an Assault Vest, as these variants don't have any need for status moves, making it a proactive switch-in into Pokemon like Primarina, Kyurem, and Iron Valiant. Its speed tier also really helps in this department, letting it preserve its HP and force switches more reliably into Great Tusk and Kyurem. Assault Vest is the big reason we now see it ranked in OU, but Dedicated Setup has seen usage in World Cup and High Ladder, showing just how unique its overall offensive and defensive profile is, and how these qualities blend together to make for one of the most unique offensive presences the tier has ever seen.
Please give it Stealth Rock, I beg you.